Hi guys, welcome to this short video about the question how to shrink a video to a certain size. Unfortunately, there is no free tool where you can do this directly, at least not as far as I know. I had such a tool a couple of years ago, but I had to pay for that and I have not seen anything like that, especially not free. So how to do that? If you have a video which you need to shrink to a certain size, here we have a sample. Here I have a video which is 4 minutes long and it's 47 megabytes, and definitely stop the thing, and it's definitely too large to fit into an email. My challenge here was to fit it to the size to attach it to an Gmail email. And since we know that the maximum size of an attachment in Gmail is 25 megabytes, so I had to shrink it. You can see this video is about 4 minutes long, so I had to shrink it from 47 megabytes to 20 megabytes. The tool which I have found after a little bit of research is a very old tool. It's an open source as far as I know. It's free. I have never seen viruses or something like that. I think it's a really good, free, reliable tool. It's called the Handbrake. The website looks a little bit strange, handbrake.fr, but when we go to Wikipedia, usually I'm trying to avoid Wikipedia these days, but we usually have still good links to official websites, and that's the thing here, and it confirmed that this is the website. And so I'll put down the link to this website into the video description, so you can just click on it and download it from here. If you need specific downloads, you can find them here. Almost for every platform there is a download. Then we download it and install it. It's normal installer, especially for Windows, normal installer. Then you get this program. That's the one here. I've moved it into this folder. When we open that, it gives us this window. I'll put it on the right side here. Then I take the video. You can see it's 46 megabytes. I just drag and drop it to this site, and now it gives me a lot of information. What we need to do, of course, is to reduce the video size here. The audio usually is not a problem. It's very small. We leave it like that. It's actually negligible. We just reduce the video size, and we do that while changing the average bit rate in kilobit per second. Now there's a little bit of calculation needed, so we invoke the calculator from Windows. So we have 5 minutes by 60 seconds makes 240 seconds. We need to know the seconds because the video stream is measured by kilobits per second, and we want to reach 20 megabytes. So we have to divide the size which we target by the length of the video, which is now 240 seconds. So we need to reach 0.08 megabyte per second. So when we shift the decimal 3 digits to the right side, then we end up with 83 kilobytes per second instead of megabytes. Here we have megabytes, here we have the kilobytes, but we need kilobits. And since we know that every byte has 8 bits, we calculate this 8 times. So we end up at around, I would say, a little bit more than 600. Okay, let's go back to the tool. And instead of typing 600 kilobits per second, I'm using only 500 to give it a little bit of extra space for the audio track, of course, because that also needs some space. So I think with 500 kilobits per second we should be good to go, and that's the only thing which we have to change actually. I mean, it will turn the thing into an M4V, but you can also use normal MPEG-4. You can see that here. Doesn't matter. I mean, I think I even used MPEG-4, and if you like, you can even change the ending to MP4. Doesn't matter. Your computer will be able to recognize this easily. And when we are ready with everything, we can go to start the encoding. Takes a little bit of time, not too much time, of course, depending on the size of and length of your video. Of course, you could change all other things too, like dimensions and frame per seconds and all those things, but I just want to really leave it like this. Same thing, just reduce the average bitrate, which of course will increase the compression and decrease the quality. We have to be aware of that, but let's check now the result. Okay, it looks like the file is not around. It didn't give me any error message, but you can see there's something here. Let's check the activity log, go down, and it's saying, yeah, the requested bitrate was too low for MPEG 4. Unfortunately, okay, looks like I can't choose that, so I have to stick with something like go back to the H.264, which is probably the most common thing here. Let's try again with the 500 and let's start encoding again. Okay, this time when we go into the log viewer, it says job completed. For some strange reason it says one error, cancellation detected, but it says actually job completed. Let's check the output. By the way, of course, that's here, down here, the whole output. You can give it a different name, different directory or so. So that's the directory. I give it a refresh and let's see what we get. We have 1 PM, yeah, that's the video, and you can see we are just a little bit below 20 megabytes. That's really close, but exactly what we wanted. We wanted to be at the very end at below 25 megabytes to make it available for attaching it to an email on Gmail. So we have reached the goal. You can see when we play the video, it's here, it's playable, but of course it's not the same quality as we had before. You can see some artifacts. If we don't have too much movement, it's okay. As soon as we move around a little bit, then you see some artifacts, but the most important thing was to reach the goal, to be able to send it to somebody, and we have reached the goal. And yeah, that's it. I mean, if the calculation was a little bit too difficult for you, I'll put down the formula down into the video description so you can use it from there, and also the link to the tool. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time.